than 150 military veterans wrote to the Queen urged the mornach to go further with André as it was not gone far enough. In a devastating blow to Prince Andrew, who was born His Royal Highness, Buckingham Palace also said he would no longer use the HRH royal style in any official capacity. The move means Andrew has been completely removed from official royal life as he prepares to fight a civil lawsuit brought by Virginia Giuffre after a U.S. judge rejected his attempt to have the case against him dismissed. Norman Baker, a commentator on royal matters and a former government minister, said the prince had been well and truly been chucked under the royal bus, but the royal family could not escape the immense damage the case would do. Buckingham Palace said in a statement on Thursday, with the Queen's approval and agreement, the Duke of York's military affiliations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen. The Duke of York will continue not to undertake any public duties and is defending this case as a private citizen. The Buckingham Palace statement does not say that the Duke has been stripped of his HRH title, but that he will no longer use the style His Royal Highness in any official capacity. The decision to take back the Duke's military affiliations and royal patronages had been widely discussed among senior members of the royal family, including the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge. The Duke's roles have been handed back to the Queen with immediate effect for redistribution to other members of the royal family. Sources stressed that they would not be returned to Andrew. As ninth in line to the throne, and the fourth most senior adult in the line of succession, Andrew will remain as a Councillor of State, able to undertake official duties if the sovereign is temporarily incapacitated through illness or abroad. The dramatic move came hours after more than 150 military veterans wrote to the Queen to ask her to strip Andrew of his honorary military roles amid what they described as their upset and anger. The palace had said earlier on Thursday that it had no comment on their open letter. Writing to her in her capacity as head of state and commander-in-chief of the Army, Navy and Air Force, an open letter from former members of each of the services said that it was untenable for the Duke of York to retain his position. Were this any other senior military officer, it is inconceivable that he would still be in post, they say in the letter, sent the day after Lewis Kaplan, a Manhattan judge, rejected Prince Andrew's efforts to dismiss Giuffre's sexual assault lawsuit against him. Meanwhile, activist and commentator Dr. Sholomos Shogbamimu demanded the Queen use the same energy she and other royal family members used against Meghan Markle and Princess Diana to influence Prince Andrew. Speaking on Jeremy Vine on 5, the panel debated whether or not the Queen has gone far enough after Prince Andrew's military affiliations and royal patronages were returned to the monarch. Calls continue to grow demanding Prince Andrew loses his royal titles, which would require an act of Parliament. Dr. Shola commented on the situation and said, "The bottom line is the Queen has not gone nearly far enough. Let's just face this, all these other titles do remain, there is no justification for keeping them and not stripping him of them. Because the same standard would apply for removing all the other titles. And I do think the Duke of York is within her gift, because the only reason he and every other royal family member have such titles is that she wanted them to have it and then Parliament made it happen. So if she used her influence and power and said he can't have any titles, then the same reason she was stripping him of all of the royal patronage and military titles will go far. But let me say this, I want to see the same energy the Queen and the royal family used against Meghan Markle and Princess Diana here. The same energy, and we have the receipts of how these women were treated when they were being ostracized. I mean, Princess Diana lost the HRH status but had to fight to keep the Princess of Wales title. Please let us see the same energy, that's all I'm asking for."